Hey everybody, it's the Kill and I'm back with another reaction video. So this video today is from Triple OC. It is so about summer album sales. And according to like the thumbnail, I think we're gonna be talking about the rap girlies. So like Megan, Latto, JT, Ice Spice, all of them that just dropped albums this summer. We're gonna talk about them sales, okay? If you like the video, give me a like on this video and subscribe. But let's get into it.
Now, I'll be the first to say, when it comes to all kinds of music, it's about the artistry for me. And when it comes to rap music, across the board, one of the most important things to me is replay value and diversity with your beats, flows, and subject matter. But listen, it's 2024, which means if your album isn't out here cracking 50K and up first week, you're flopping, according to the internet. And while it feels like the music industry as a whole is in their flop era, well, unless you're Charlie XCX or Ye and Ty Dolla $ign.
I keep hearing about Charlie XCX. I don't know who that is. Is she one of the pop girlies? I haven't been listening to any pop. They haven't been coming up on my radar other than Taylor Swift. Well, who is she? Y'all let me know down in the comments.
One group that's taken a hard hit are women rappers. And I really wish I was surprised, but let's just talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, was Zan with an MC, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button.
Let's see.
It seems like we're nearing the end of Hot Girl Summer with the project releases, so we finally have time to sit and reflect on all of the projects that have been released, from Megan to Y2K, City Cinderella, and Sugar Honey Iced Tea, and even Cupcake making a grand return with Dauntless Manifesto. We love an independent rap queen. Now we simply wait to see if Cardi will give us something soon.
I honestly feel like Cardi is gonna drop this year at the least. I doubt it'd be summertime, but she has to drop something. I know we talked about that a couple times on my previous videos, but like, girl, stop playing.
I feel like I had such high hopes for many of the summertime releases because I really enjoyed the projects dropped by the girlies prior, like Princess Pop That by Anicia and Fine Ho Stay by Flo Milli.
Yeah, I love Flo.
Glorilla's Everything didn't really do it for me, but I do enjoy
I like Glorilla's tape. It was good.
The Glow singles more than full projects. But look, do not get me started on Scarlet to Claude by Doja Cat, inarguably one of my favorite projects, period. Okay, her versatility and flows
I didn't listen to it because I feel like, you know, she had all that other stuff going on, but I love, like, what is it, Aurora Hills? I think that's like one of the singles from it, and that song is so good. So maybe I need to listen to it. Doja Cat been doing a lot for me, okay, and not in a good way.
Production and new songs were just chef's kiss. However, as soon as summer came around, I was ready to slow it down. Thanks for the rather interesting rollouts, but why are we all dropping back to back? Can I catch my breath? And I think that's one of the main reasons why these numbers ain't numbering. Listen, I already see some of y'all ready to type a comment saying that there are no excuses when it comes to album sales and flopping, especially as most of these artists have been out for a hot minute. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of people share the same sentiment on social media, which is that many of these women have to share the same audience and fan bases, and as a result of that, it causes their numbers and first week sales to be significantly lower, especially when they're dropping just weeks away from each other. I'm not sure if I see the truth in this just yet, but let me know if you agree. Now, one thing that I do find to be true that I like to touch on is that social media praise and support does not translate to sales and streams. Too often, you see a blog post about an artist's new song, project, or music video, and instead of fans actually listening or purchasing, they're taking to the comments to talk about how much they love it, and
they talking about how much they love it. They putting clips out. like using a little snippet of the sound on TikTok for their TikTok videos. But as far as listening to full albums, people don't be doing that no more. And especially if we feel like all the rap girlies sound the same, like I'm just gonna hear it in a different font, which is, just a different voice. I'm gonna hear the same type of stuff. Like, you gotta give us something new. Because all of y'all got the same blueprint right now. Which, and if y'all want to say it's working for y'all, but now we gonna pick faves. I'm only gonna listen to this one because I'm gonna hear the same thing when I listen to this one. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all feel about it? Like, is it oversaturated? Is it too many female rappers right now? Because we don't never say that when with all the men. There's so many men that raps, So what y'all think?
Are here for it, or how much they hate it. But I do give props to the audiences that organize Twitter communities and station heads to help support their faves. It's just that everyone doesn't have that. Which is why, as much as digital media has been able to help artists, it hinders them a bit as well. You might have a poppin' song, but after we listen to it 11 times on TikTok, and then potentially have to hear it played at the club, on the radio, we are everywhere. Sick of it. At that point, you have to either really love the song or the artist in order to continuously stream it. Because by next week, we all have moved on to whatever else is new. Not to mention,
true,
album replay value is at an all-time low for both men and women in rap. At least to me. A lot of the projects this year either had way too much filler or every single song sounded the same. I'm all for a signature sound and style, but give me a little something to work with. But I also aim to find albums I can listen to all the way through. Now, I did replay a few songs on Megan, City Cinderella, and even Y2K, but I found myself skipping through them a little bit more or just not wanting to revisit them as often. So I can only imagine that for every fan base that consistently streams an album, purchases, and then also goes the extra mile with copying merch, tickets, the whole nine, there are people who play a project one time and they are tired of it. And speaking of tired, maybe it's the fact that these projects and artists just don't seem to be doing it for everyone. Are you not entertained? I mean, I am. But in a way, I'm yearning for something a little different in the mainstream arena.
It just give me like, I'm cool with your singles, baby. Like, your singles that you put out, I listen to them. I like to turn up to them at the club. I know the lyrics. But as far as these albums ain't hitting like they used to. Like, exactly like Triple OC said. I used to listen to a full album, and then I'd come home and listen to it again. Like, I just keep listening to it. No skips. It's a lot of skips nowadays.
Arena, and a lot of the commentary that I see online says the same thing, knowing damn well that this is a game where numbers come first, and too often the importance of good music follows after that. We're seeing the majority of these women getting clowned for doing 20K and barely touching even 30 in first week sales. At this point, it's becoming a trend to already be prepared to call the girls a flop and say they're in the 20K club. Even Megan Thee Stallion, who cracked, 64K first week and landed number 3 on Billboard 200. And I'm gonna keep it real. Megan is one of few who was able to snatch up a hit record that people are still playing with Mamushi. These days, you really gotta get a hit record and find an influencer to make you a quick little dance and go viral. Then you are set for success. Now, I was almost positive that Ice Spice was going to have at least one song that would still be dominating the charts, but nothing really stuck.
I ain't heard nothing.
Did It First could have been it with Central C, Osh with Travis Scott, and even the song with Gunna. It felt like her team was really pushing for these bigger names in male rap so they could somehow get her on the charts. But I rarely see people talking about any of these songs anymore, which is fine, right? Ice has her classics that she will be performing on tour. Latto has Big Mama, and it seems like Brokey is next up, which I really don't see this being a summer smash. Do you ever see an artist have like a follow-up single and you're like, this ain't it?
It ain't
JT
it.
Coming really could be the one for JT though, but Where the video at? I'll keep it real and say I'm slowly moving towards an era of listening to more female rap artists that are not mainstream. Because when you're in the trenches, literally
You
and
work
figuratively,
hard.
you're hungry, and
You work
therefore
hard.
the music is better because you're actively trying, and it feels like many of these girls, they're getting comfortable. But the
Yeah, they ain't gotta try no more. I be wanting to venture out into like underground artists for sure because mainstream, like we talked about in this video, it ain't hitting for real. Like I be skipping stuff. So, but I'm an R&B girly down. So like all the R&B girlies, that's where I stay. But I be trying to venture into female rap. It's just every time I listen to a new album, it sounds like the album I just listened to by another girl. So I just want them to be a little different.
these newer artists, they are doing it for me, right? And to be honest, I'm really loving the women with a more grittier sound right now. Lately, you can catch me listening to Mellow Bugs and Star Bands. You know, Chicago is killing it right now. Every few years, they have a really solid wave of rap talent that pops out, and I really feel like it's the ladies' turn right now. I also enjoy Scarlett, but I feel like she could be making way better songs. It feels like she's being pushed to do these catchy little TikTok viral songs like everyone else.
Yes.
I am so tired of almost every song these days being carried by an ad lib.
TikTok.
And yet I'm still over here wondering why I do not see Lola Brooke as much. Now that is someone I envision to be big, at least numbers wise. After Don't Play With It, I loved Don't Play With It.
That's a good song.
But who cares about numbers anyway, right? Anyway, do you think that first week sales play a crucial role in rap music right now, this minute? And keep it real, why do you think that the girls are doing all of the same kind of numbers this summer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
She basically said all the reasons why women's music is doing the way that it's doing is because it all sounds the same. When I listen to one girlie's album, the next one is coming right out, and she sounds just like the one I just heard. And I don't know. I just can't really talk about it much because when I was in high school, I cared for rap. I don't care for it no more. Everybody sound the same, and everybody trying to do drill beats and stuff, and they just trying to make songs that can be on TikTok. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, and I don't want girls talking about their cat and how they doing men so crazy, and just I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to hear it from men when they talk about women like that. So I don't want to hear it on the other side either. I don't care for that. But I think she said like the main component, like all these girls have the same audience. So the same people is listening to the same music from all these different rap girlies that's mainstream. So if you don't do nothing different, if you don't try to venture out or be, unique, you gonna have the same listeners because them the only people that want to listen to what that is. What other topics or videos y'all like for me to watch? Leave that down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.